Hey guys, it's me again, and welcome to the seventh episode of Series 8, no, Series 10, and this is also episode 152 of my Ask series. So, yeah, so again, I only have three questions here, which this one isn't really a question. It's from Elijah. El- I never knew how to pronounce this name, so sorry if I'm butchering it. L. Brown, and he says that he's turning 19, which that's pretty cool. So, if your birthday's coming up soon, I hope you have a good day on that day. Which my birthday's coming along soon as well. So, uh, well, next week will be my birthday, and we'll get to it when we get to it. So, anyways, let's get back on track. So, yeah, I only have three questions here today. So, without wasting any more time, let's begin. So, the first question is from Austin Miller, and he asks, one, what's your opinion on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? Well, back then, like in the late 2020s, I had a big beef with it, along with a few other preschool shows. But looking back at it now, it's all right. I wouldn't really call it a masterpiece, but they did a good attempt with making Mickey Mouse into the younger demographic group, if you know what I mean. So at least they tried. I know it's not a masterpiece, but what it was, it's actually decent. Two, what's your opinion on Garfield Gets Real? Well, I've seen the ad for it on the Alvin and the Chipmunks DVD that I had years ago, and when I saw the trailer of that, it was all right. I haven't watched the movie before, but I've heard about it, and the movie didn't really do well. So yeah, Tree. Do you have Top Cat the movie on DVD? Apparently yes, but you know me, guys. I've no idea when I'm going to be getting rid of those DVDs that I don't want. But someday I will. But again, probably won't happen. So yeah. Four. What's your opinion on Luca? It's actually a really good movie. I know I was a bit late watching it in 2021. Like when I watched it around December, and when I watched it then, I actually really enjoyed it. So I did. Probably the one of Pixar's underrated movie from this decade so far, along with Soul and Inside Out 2. Oh yeah, and Elemental. Can't forget that. And five, what's your opinion on the Disney live action remakes? Well, some of them are okay, but most of them are just like the people who made those remakes just didn't watch the original ones and just decide to make their own versions. And sometimes they did it okay, but most of the time they did it really, really badly. The worst offenders are the Beauty and the Beast remake, the Aladdin remake, the Lion King remake, which, to be honest, I'm not really a big fan of it anymore. Like, yeah, that's a different story. And the Dumbo remake and the Little Mermaid remake and a few others. But if you like some of them, then that's fine. But yeah. Next questions are from Saul the movie nerd, and he asks, one, what's your opinion on Sonic the Hedgehog 3? I saw the movie twice and I actually really enjoyed it. Like, I don't know about you, but I think it's now becoming my new favorite Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Sorry, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but looks like Sonic the Hedgehog 3 took its place. Like, unfortunately, it's not my favorite movie of 2023. I mean, it is, but It's at number 2. I don't know. I'll have to think about my favorite movies from last year, which I do know my number 1, and that's Inside Out 2. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2 nearly tops it, if you know what I mean. So yeah. And there's also going to be a Sonic the Hedgehog 4, which this time it won't be released in late 2027. They're actually going to be releasing it in the spring, which I'm fine with that. So yeah. And 2, are you excited for Zootopia 2? Yes I am. And I've been wanting to see a Zootopia 2 for years now, and now we're finally getting it. Nearly 10 years later. My god, the same weight as Inside Out 2. Crazy. Well, I guess you could call Zootopia the Inside Out of the Walt Disney series. So yeah. Next, and the last questions are from Chili F, and he asks, 1. What's your opinion on Chris Rock? He's a great actor. 2. What's your opinion on DJ from Monster House? I'd say he's okay. 3. What's your opinion on the Railway series book Enterprising Engines? It's actually a really good book, and I did hear that it was going to be the finale to the Railway series, but due to the kids liking the book so much, Wilbur had to release 3 more books. Well, intentionally, Duke the Lost Engine was going to be the last one, but he decided to make 1 more, which was Tramway Engines, and yeah. And there's a lot of new characters in Enterprising Engines, like there's Flying Scotsman, Oliver, Toad, Isabel the auto coach. Um, we have a Bear, D199, and a few others. So yeah, it's a book that a lot of people look on. So yeah. For do you think Hank the American Engine had a lot of potential that was unfortunately wasted? Well, I know he only appeared in 1 episode, but imagine if they wrote a Heave Ho Thomas right. Like in my perspective, I have a feeling that Hank was just a visitor that just visited Sodor, and the Fat Controller was short of engines, so he just I don't know he phoned the one of the controllers on the American railroads and asked one of their engines to help out for a while, which I think that's what happened. I think that was intentional, but never came to be. And I also heard that Flora can go off road as well, on the road as well, which that was never established in Tram Trouble. But again, even though most of these characters only appeared in 1 episode, they if they appeared in the CGI series, then who knows what could have happened. So yeah, and 5. What's your opinion on Mumble from Happy Feet? I'd say he's a decent character. Alright, so that concludes another episode from my Ask series. So yeah. So that's all for now. Stay tuned for some more videos coming up soon. And this is me signing off.